All right, man, let's get right into it, shall we? Let's talk about Zach Wilson versus Sam Darnold here. And for those folks, maybe if you haven't seen the video, I just want to play this video for you. So this is Zach Wilson making a throw on his pro day. And then how about Sam Darnold essentially making the exact same throw, except he's under pressure. So what do you make of the throw and kind of what do you make, I guess, of all the hype surrounding Zach Wilson right now?
By the way, if Mahomes makes the throw that Sam Darnold made, we would never have seen the end of it. It would have been part of our national lexicon and everything. Here's my thing, and I don't know if I'm going to jump in too early on this discussion, but Zach Wilson is very impressive, and he does a lot of things correct, and I think he's an exciting prospect. Certainly would be my second quarterback off the board. So I'm really impressed by Zach Wilson, but I'm a big Sam Darnold guy as well.
You can't say Adam Gase is the worst head coach in NFL history and also tell me that Sam Darnold is trash.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too. It's either one or the other. And for me, I don't think we're kind of building in the Adam Gase effect enough into the evaluation of Sam Darnold, right? I mean, again, he was kind of dealing with a lot of injuries throughout his wide receiver core, his pass catching core, if you will. And really, again, it just all goes back to me to Adam Gase. And Adam Gase was absolute trash.
Yeah.
And I think we can all agree on that. And I think we all know that.
Yeah. Why?
So how are you going to sit there and tell me now Sam Darnold's so bad? I don't get it.
How did Adam Gase become a thing? You know why? Because two guys had their best years with Adam Gase, Peyton Manning and Jay Cutler. So you want to tell me that one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in NFL history had a good season with him, and also Peyton Manning. Both those guys had a great season with Gase, and all of a sudden he was this quarterback whisperer. Well, he saw ghosts. And I'm like, you know what? Like, you've never been on an NFL sideline, and you don't know half the S that these guys say. And ESPN kind of did Sam dirty by airing that.
That's true.
On the broadcast.
That's
That's terrible. That's almost ruined his life. As much as I love Sam Darnold, and I really do, I'm a Sam guy. I would enjoy him being the quarterback of the Bears. I still think the Jets have to make the move at quarterback, and they have to draft Zach Wilson. The only reason being is you have a new coach, Robert Saleh.
Yep.
You got Mike LaFleur coming in there. Having a quarterback already entrenched is kind of like moving in with your girlfriend and her ex is still crashing on the couch. Like, what is happening? What's going on? Why is he still here? I mean, I guess he's paying for the rent, so that's cool, but whatever. I just don't think that it's fair that anytime you have a new regime coming in, that you go out there and there is still a question. I like Sam Darnold, but there is still a question of whether he's an NFL quarterback or not. So if he goes out there and doesn't play well, and you're like, oh, wow, this wasn't the guy, he's not going to work for our system. Well, then you're kicking it down to year two. Then you have to draft a quarterback again. You might not be this high. You might end up going, you might end up pulling the Bears and ending up with a 20th pick in the draft. So if you have that number 2 overall selection, I say you make the move.
There is some upside to Sam Darnold, but then at the same time, it's kind of like, who has higher upside? Who's got the higher upside, Sam Darnold or Zach Wilson? And to me, I think the answer there is Zach Wilson. It's just funny when you play that video back and you kind of sort of see, all right, well, this guy's making this incredible throw against air. And then you kind of see this guy that, for whatever reason, people have trashed on Sam Darnold. You know, and I think that's also fair to say. People have trashed on Sam Darnold, and I don't necessarily know if that's fair. So it's a little bit of a nuanced argument.